Hi there and welcome to Cooking with Epicure. Today we're at Green Eggs and I'm standing here today with our executive chef Peter Dixon and Alan Green from Green Eggs. So Alan, tell us a little bit about your eggs.
So Rebecca, here at Green Eggs we have free range girls. They enjoy the liberty of having nearly 60 acres of land to roam all over, and we just love our girls. It's all about passion and free range and sustainability. So
Alan, I hear that you grade the eggs on the farm yourself.
We do, Rebecca. It's a part of egg safety standards that every egg should be candled. That's the only way of guaranteeing that there are no cracks in the eggs. The egg loses integrity once there's a crack in there. And we're also looking for any impurities. You must remember that eggs are a natural product. There's no machine here that we just turn it on and they produce today and turn it off tonight.
So we're about to go and cook a delicious Spanish omelette using those amazing free-range eggs that Alan's hens have just laid. So Alan, we'll be back shortly and we're about to head off to the shearing shed, which I'm quite excited about.
Tremendous, Rebecca. Look forward to seeing it.
See you soon.
Cheers.
So we've had a great morning this morning with Alan from Green Eggs and we thought we'd show you a dish that's fantastic for a midweek supper, using those beautiful free-range eggs. So Peter, what are we making today?
Today we're going to be making Tortilla de Patata.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. What is it?
It's basically a Spanish omelette.
Fantastic. So talk us through what the ingredients are.
The ingredients are potatoes, onions, garlic, and the lovely green eggs.
Wow, so something that everybody should have in their pantries. And is there a particular type of potato that you'd like to use?
Use a red skin potato. It's got a little bit floury in there, so you get a nice crunchy texture to it.
Fantastic. So talk us through, what do we do first?
First, we get our potato and we're going to peel it. You can use a peeler for this at home, but we're being very rustic today. Okay, and we're going to cut these potatoes in about 5mm slices.
So Peter, how many potatoes do we need to peel?
About 1 kilo of potatoes for 8 eggs.
And how many people will that serve?
About 6 people.
Fantastic. Let's get peeling.
Let's go. Okay, the next step, we're going to switch on the induction.
And what temperature would you put that to?
We're going to be heating the oil up to about 80 degrees. So you want it on low.
Right, okay.
Okay, so the next step is the olive oil. Nice Yellingbo olive oil.
And why do you use Yellingbo olive oil?
It's from the Yarra Valley. It's a great local product and we like to support our local guys. So we're going to put the potatoes in the pan. Okay, now we're going to put the olive oil in.
And Peter, how much olive oil do we need to use for this dish?
You just need to put enough olive oil in just to cover the potatoes. So when we've got them in, we just need to separate them up so the oil covers the whole of the potatoes. Okay, we just need to bring this oil up to around about 80 degrees.
And how do you know that it's 80 degrees if you don't have a thermometer?
You're going to see some little air bubbles and they're going to be rising slowly to the surface. You don't want it to be boiling. You just want to see these little air bubbles rising. So it cooks to around about between 80 and 90 degrees.
And why do we cook it at 80 degrees?
You don't want the moisture from the potatoes to come out of those potatoes. If we get 100 degrees, the moisture is going to come out of there and spoil the potatoes.
So Peter, what's the next step?
Next step is we're going to chop our onion. And now we're going to put the onions in with the potatoes. And so now we're going to chop the garlic and also put that in with the onion. So just separate your garlic bulb, just give it a nice press with your palm of your hand. And then just pull the garlic off.
And how many cloves of garlic do we need to use?
Depending whether you like garlic or not, you can use as much as you like. Today we're going to use 2 cloves.
I love garlic, so let's use lots.
Okay, we'll use a little bit more. To get your garlic, just crush it with the back of your knife.
That's a fantastic tip. I'm glad you've shown us that today, Peter.
And the skin just peels away. If your garlic's sprouting, like this one is, just don't use that because it makes the dish very hot. Now, Rebecca, we're just going to roughly chop the garlic.
Okay. And what's next?
Rebecca, we're going to add that to the potatoes.
Okay.
Just ensure that your onions are covered and your garlic's covered with the oil, because you want all that flavour to get into that oil and also into the potatoes. And then that'll enhance the flavour of the omelette. So now we're going to crack the eggs.
So how many eggs do we need to use?
From our small pan here, I would say around about 8 eggs.
So Peter, how can you tell if you've got enough eggs for your pan?
You just have to judge the size of your eggs against the size of your pan.
And are you looking to fill the pan to the top with your eggs?
Yes.
Great. Look at these eggs, don't they look fantastic? So Peter, how long do I need to beat the eggs for?
You need to give them a really good mix together.
All right, better keep going.
That looks great. We're going to put some salt in.
Okay.
Just a couple of sprinkles of salt in there is fine. Don't want to season it too much. But we are using Murray River sea salt. It's another local product, again, supporting our local suppliers. Okay, that's the salt. Now we're just going to check the potatoes.
And Peter, what are we looking for with the potatoes?
You just want them to be just cooked.
Just cooked. So if I use a knife like you are, I'm looking for it to just go through it?
Just go through, but have that little bit of give still.
So a little bit al dente, a bit like pasta.
Exactly. Now that our potatoes are ready, we're going to strain the oil from the potatoes, onions and garlic.
And there seems to be quite a lot of oil there. Can we use that for something else?
Of course you can. You can use that for your next tortilla or anything else you wish. It's got nice flavour in there from the onions and the garlic.
So I could put it on pasta, salad dressing.
Or make a salsa verde.
Fantastic.
With it. Okay, you have to make sure that you're a little bit careful with this. It's very hot. Okay, so the next step, we're going to put the potatoes into the egg.
What do we need to be careful of, Peter, when we're putting the potatoes into the egg?
You don't want the potatoes to be too hot or it's going to cook the egg.
So this smells fantastic. I can't wait to eat it.
It does, smells great.
What do we do next?
So you can give that a good mix around.
Okay. And I'd imagine if our potatoes are too hot, we'd end up with scrambled eggs in the bowl.
Yeah, you certainly would. So
Okay.
I'm going to grab some oil, put it in the pan.
And how much do we need to use?
Well, not too much this time, just a little bit to cover the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
Okay, now we've got the oil in the pan. Just make sure that comes up to temperature. Give it a little swirl. Cover the pan.
So our eggs are ready to go.
Here you go, you ready for this? So just put all that in the pan. Doesn't that look great?
Smells fantastic.
So what we have to do while the egg's in the pan is while it's cooking, we keep drawing the egg from the side so the uncooked egg falls in there.
But won't that make it a bit like scrambled eggs?
No. And the reason why is you want that egg to cook all the way through. So basically what you're doing is you're doing the preparations to set the egg. Okay, so you can see I'm pulling this egg away from the pan. You don't want the pan to be too hot, so keep your temperature quite low. Okay. Now we've got it to this stage, we want to start molding the omelette. And how we do that is we keep patting it down to get the shape, because you want it to be even thickness, and try to pull it away from the side so you get a nice rounded edge.
So now that you've started to shape it and make it an even thickness, how long do we need to cook it like this?
We need to cook it till it's just about set on one side.
And how can we tell when that's happened?
If you look around the edge of the pan, you can start to see the egg setting. Okay, so we're just moulding the sides and the top here.
Yep.
And we're about ready to flip the tortilla now.
Oh, this is the moment.
This is the moment. So we put the pan on top, and then...
Oh, that looks good.
Not too bad, not too bad. So then we put the pan back on.
Yep.
First of all, as we have a little bit of debris in there, I'm gonna
Clean the pan out.
clean the pan out, get rid of that. Put a little bit of fresh oil in there. Again, give that another little twirl.
So I'm guessing we're wanting to cover the base of the pan with some oil.
And then we just slide the tortilla back in to cook the other side. We'll just make sure that goes back in. Trying to keep those sides shaped nicely. There we go. So now we're just shaping again to get that round edge.
That's looking fantastic.
Smells great.
It does. I'm so hungry. Can't wait to eat it. And so how long do we need to cook it like this?
Another 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. All right. Well, Peter, this is starting to smell amazing. We haven't had lunch yet.
Well,
Are we ready to serve up yet?
We're just about there, ready to serve.
Okay.
Now we're going to turn the tortilla onto the plate. Here we go. Nice flip.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Look at that.
Doesn't look too bad, does it?
It looks fantastic.
A little bit caramelized.
That looks delicious.
So we put the plate down.
So, Peter, what are some serving suggestions for this tortilla?
You could put some chorizo sausage with that. Personally, I like it with a salt cod, which is fantastic, goes absolutely beautiful with the dish.
And do you just mix that through or do you serve it on top?
Either.
Okay.
So you could flake some on the top as a garnish and put some salsa verde on the top, or you can put it actually in the tortilla as well. Also, have a little glass of Oloroso sherry, goes down perfect.
So let's get Alan so he can taste the beautiful dish we've made today. Alan, come and have a taste. Look what your girls have helped prepare for us today. So we have this gorgeous Spanish omelette, the Tortilla de Patata, and I can't wait to taste it. I don't know about you, but this smells fantastic.
It looks magnificent,
It
Rebecca.
does, doesn't it? All right, so we're not using forks today. We're digging in with our fingers. We're in the rustic shearing shed at Green Eggs, so let's dig in now. All right, Peter.
I think that'll be great,
a nice
Rebecca.
piece for you.
Yep, thank
Alan,
you very
there
much.
you go.
It's not too hot.
I'm going to grab a piece. This looks amazing. And I can't wait to make this for dinner one night. So,
Here's to
cheers.
it. Green eggs
Here's to Green Eggs.
in the shearing shed.
How is it?
That's
Perfect.
magnificent, Peter.
Thank you very much.
You've done well with our green eggs.
Thank you so much.
That's fantastic. I can't wait to make this for my midweek dinner. Thanks for watching Cooking with Epicure. If you'd like the full recipe, please go to our website, www.epicure.com.au. And until next time, we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.